Hello, I've just popped on here to share with you some book posts I received. Jamie Lee has so very kindly sent me The True Queen by Zen Cho. This one follows two princesses or two sisters, and one of them has to go to London and make everybody believe that she is some sort of magical sorceress for the sake of her basically society surviving, from what I can gather. It's fairly short, but I say fairly short. It looks like it could be very interesting. It's got some very interesting authors having their say on it, so I'm excited to get to it. Thank you so much, Jamie Lee. It is very much appreciated as always. Hello everyone, it's Rebecca here, and today I thought I would bring you yet another book haul. I've received a couple of things in the post, and I also have a box full of books from downstairs where I keep a lot of books because they get received and left there. So there's this box here, and I think I'm just going to go through it all with you because there's a bundle in here. There's things like things that have been sent from other people, like ARCs. There's things that I've bought myself. I don't think there's anything in here from publishers, but yeah, I have quite a few books here to show you, and let's just get straight into it. So I thought I would share the first one, which is the most recent one I've received, which is part of the video that I've just shared on Instagram, and that is The True Queen by Zen Cho. This one follows two sisters. One of them has to travel to Regency London and convince everybody that she has some sort of magical power in order to save her sister, because she disappeared from Fairyland, I believe. I'm not sure. The premise sounded really interesting when I received the PR email, and this is part of another book, like another series, because, let me see, it's set in the same world as the award-winning novel Sorcerer to the Crown, which I've never heard of. It can be read as a standalone, which I love those kind of books where there is series upon series set in a world and you can just read whichever one you want whenever you want. So I'm excited to get to this one. We're off to a flying start. There's one that I'm already excited for. And the next one, I don't think I showed this, but I've had this one for quite a while, and that is Sleeping Giants by Sylvain Neuvel. I think I have mentioned this one because I mentioned Jodie Ray Reads loves this series, so I have definitely mentioned that before. The next one we have is book 3 in the Black Magician trilogy, which is The High Lord by Trudy Canavan. I haven't read book 1 or 2. Looking at it, this is probably the third book in a different size. So all of the books are in a different size for each one of the series so far, because I am just that clever. Well done me. This one, I hadn't even looked at the back. I'd literally seen that it was part of the series that I have on my shelves, and I was like, I'm going to binge read that someday. As I say about all of the books, I'm going to binge read that someday, so I better get the third one so I'm prepared. And I haven't even picked up the first one. The first one, I don't even know where the first one is actually, to be honest. Yes, another book I'm looking forward to, even though I know nothing about. Why did I get it if I know nothing about it? Next up, I have a one that I seen in Travelling Man, I think it was. Yes, Forbidden Planet, not Travelling Man. I am so sorry, Forbidden Planet. I've been going in there more and more recently and actually finding some really good things. So, for example, We Are Blood and Thunder, which is over here somewhere. You can't see it. That was in there. There's some very popular ones in there, and they're really good for new releases for sci-fi and fantasy actually. So the next one I have is one from an author that I read last year or the year before and actually really enjoyed, and it's on the pile of things to give to my friend, but that is The Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky, and I've since then picked up another book by him, which is Cage of Souls. This is his newest release, I believe. And look at that cover. I mean, ignore the sticker, but look at that. This is another one of those whole the world is ending situations. So the sun is bloated, diseased, dying perhaps. Do I need any more? Clearly whoever is under this sun needs to survive. Beneath its baneful light, Shadowapar, last of all cities, harbours fewer than 100,000 human souls. It is like a museum, a midden, an asylum, a prison, and a world that is ever more alien to humanity. Bearing witness to the desperate struggle for existence between life old and new is Stefan Advani, rebel, outlaw, prisoner, survivor. This is his testament, an account of the journey that took him far beyond the city's reaches, to the blazing desolation of the western deserts, down the river to the verdant hell of the jungle's darkest heart, and deep into the labyrinths and caverns of the underworld. He will meet with monsters, madmen, mutants. The question is, which one of them will inherit this earth? sounds exciting to me. So I read The Children of Time, and at the time I wasn't that bothered. Like, I enjoyed a lot of aspects of it, but I felt like it could have been shorter. And then I picked this up, actually it's up there, and then I picked this up and it's a similar length, but I don't know, I think it's just Adrian Tchaikovsky's writing. I think that's his writing style, is there's a lot of world building and context and things like that that need to be included for the sake of each of these fantasy elements of the world. So I am excited to get to this one as well. I'm excited. If I keep looking that way, it's because I haven't quite shut the door properly, and the other bedroom door's open and it's dark in that bedroom, and I keep seeing a shadow, and then I'm scaring myself stupid because I'm a grown adult who can't be upstairs in her house by herself apparently, even though the other half is right downstairs. Next up we have Bag of Bones by Stephen King. This is a mass market paperback, second hand, well, very well loved actually, if you can see the spine, I don't know if you can. I thought I would pick this one up because it's Stephen King and we all know that I say I'm going to read his books and I never do because I have no willpower. But this, it follows Mike Noonan, whose wife dies unexpectedly, and he is an author and he suffers a writer's block. So he goes to their summer home, from what I remember rightly, yes, he goes to their summer home in Maine and finds that it's part of the tyrannical group of millionaire Max Duval. He's hell-bent on getting custody of his deceased son's child and is twisting the fabric of community to his purpose. And Kyra and her young mother turn to Mike for help, and Mike becomes increasingly besotted with them, and I'm assuming stuff goes down. I'm assuming there's some sort of bag of bones in a lake, like there. It's talking about other sinister forces, and a 3-year-old can feel them, so I'm feeling Sixth Sense vibes, I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know when I'm going to get to this one. I picked this up because I thought it would be a good spooky read, and naturally I have not read it at all yet, and it is now the middle of November. It is practically Christmas. I can't wait. I can't wait for Christmas. Right, okay, so enough chit chat. Let's get back to the books. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 more books in here, 5 more books in here. The next one we have is Renegades by Marissa Meyer. I was looking all over for this edition because the UK had the horrible white one, which matches Heartless, which we're not even going to go there. But Renegades is kind of a superhero story, I believe, by Marissa Meyer, and following 2 people. One of them wants justice, the other wants vengeance. People who've read Cinder said that this is actually really, really good series, so I thought, why not pick it up when I was in Waterstones one day, and obviously I did. Let's be real. I bought this bookmark from Walker Books. Look at the little meerkat on the book. He's not on a book, he's on a pebble. Look at the little meerkat on the pebble. Look at him, he's so adorable. Next up we have a book that seems to have taken off quite a bit on BookTube, and then the hype died down as soon as I received it, which is just typical, and that is Stepsister by Jennifer Donnelly. This one is a Cinderella retelling, I believe, and I believe that it follows the idea of what if one of the ugly stepsisters got the golden slipper or the glass slipper. Like, what would have happened to Cinderella at that point? Yes, this is stepsister Isabel's story. She's brave and strong-willed, but not beautiful, and she has the bloody feet from trying to fit in the glass slipper. Huh. But now Isabel has a chance to alter her destiny and prove what ugly stepsisters have always known. It takes more than heartache to break a girl. Is there hope for bullies? Can a mean girl change? It's time for Isabel to reclaim her own feet, and she's leaving nothing to chance. I was wrong about what I thought this was about, and this actually sounds like it is better. Maybe about like a girl who kind of changes her ways, I'm assuming. So another one I'm excited to get to. I'm excited to get to all of these. Why else would I have them? Next up we have Frankly in Love by David Yoon. This one did a lot of rounds on YouTube. It got a lot of buzz in the BookTube community. A lot of people who are receiving personalised arcs, and it follows a young man who, his family are very traditional and believe he should be married to a Korean girl, but he doesn't want to marry a Korean girl. He wants to marry an American girl or a white teenager, rather than fitting into his family's norms. So we follow this young boy as he's struggling to figure a way out of marrying whoever his family want him to marry, until he pretends to fall in love or go out, have a relationship with this Korean girl who wants exactly the same as what he wants, but the opposite way. So she wants to date boys who aren't what her parents want her to date, and he wants to date girls who aren't what his parents want him to date. I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of love triangles in this one, and obviously the whole idea of going against your parents' wishes for the sake of who you love, all that kind of good stuff. I'm thinking this might be a nice fluffy Christmas read. May regret that, may cry a lot, but I'm thinking about picking it up around Christmas time. So we have an ARC, and that is, no, we don't have an ARC. That is me being stupid. We have Seafire by Natalie C. Parker. This one has been on my wish list for so long. So when I seen somebody getting rid of it, I was like, I will have that, please. Thank you very much. Here's some money, take it. Send that book my way. And has been on my TBR for so long, especially when I found it on my Amazon wish list. I was like, oh, I've been wanting that for a while then, clearly. And this one is a gutsy tale of sisterhood, courage and unshakable trust. Yeah, I'm excited. Fire follows Caledonia, is that her name? I think so. Who his family get killed by this warlord, this horrible man, and his army, and she ends up captaining their ship full of women and females just like her, who have lost their loved ones, their male loved ones, to this warlord's army. They've murdered them, they've done whatever they want to do with them, and these are the broken bits of the families left behind. So they go out set on a mission on their ship to basically destroy this man, bring him down. However, there is a catch. There's a severe attack which leaves them very badly battered and bruised and broken, and she's starting to question whether or not she should still be doing this. And she then finds a boy who's doing exactly the same as what she wants to do, and there's the whole idea of, should she let a man into their midst to take down the bad guy, or is he part of the bad guy's crew? Like, all of this, plus trying to deal with losing your parents. I don't know how she's going to cope. I'm very interested in this. This did get quite a bit of buzz when it first came out, and I'm very behind on the times, clearly. Last one we have is a hardback. I picked this one up in Costco of all places, and after reading one of her other books, I couldn't even finish one of this author's other books, and I was like, she isn't the author for me. And then I started reading this in the middle of Costco, and I was like, I need this, and that is The Giver of Stars by Jojo Moyes. Guys, I teared up when I started reading this in the middle of the shop. The thing about Costco is that they actually do a lot of really good priced books. They had The Priory of the Orange Tree for £8.99 and it retails at like £16–17. So, you know, if you have a Costco card, get yourself there, have a look at what books they've got. But yes, I picked this one up after reading it in part of it in Costco whilst trying to navigate a trolley on a very busy day. I have problems, I know. In England in the late 1930s, and Alice makes an impulsive decision to marry a wealthy American and leave her home and family behind. She finds out that it isn't everything that it was cracked up to be, and then she meets Marjorie O'Hare, a troublesome woman and daughter of a notorious felon. Marjorie's on a mission to spread the wonder of books and reading to the poor and lost, and needs Alice's help. I'm quite interested in this one. As I said, I did read some of this one and found myself tearing up in the shop, so it's just a matter of time before I pick this one up and cry a bit more. Probably going to read it at the same time as I read Frankly in Love, let's be honest. So there we have it, 20 minutes of rambling footage, but it's done. There's my book haul out the way, done. Who am I kidding? I have bags and bags of books downstairs. I'm a terrible human being. But those are part of my most recent book haul. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of those. Which order do you think I should read them in? And am I right in waiting for Christmas to read Frankly in Love and The Giver of Stars, or am I going to regret that? I will leave all of my social media links down below. Let me know in the comments if you have stopped by any of my social media. I would love to have a chat with you down there or on my social media. I say this differently every time. This is really difficult. My back's hurting. This is not good. But I'm going to go because I'm whinging, and I shall see you all soon with another video. Bye!